I had a market, so I had to buy my chickens from him. So it was a Memorial Day weekend, I'll never forget, and some woman comes in, she orders a batch of chickens, right? Give it to her, everything's great. She comes back the next day, chickens had maggots in them, they were bad, right? So I call up, Paul's guy, and I say, listen, these are bad, I'm not paying for them. The woman came back the next day, and he said, no, you're paying for them. You own them, I said, I'm not paying for them. He said something to me, I said something to him, back and forth, boom, we hang up the phone. Next thing you know, the next day I get a call from Brooklyn, from my guys, you got to come down. This whole thing about the chickens, and I had to sit down with Paul Castellano, and he was very upset about it and the whole thing. And the way it turned out, I didn't have to pay for the chickens, but I had to continue buying from him, But it was my first major sit down over chickens, It was funny, when we got in the car afterwards, my guys, they laughed about it. They said, do you believe this guy is having a sit down over a couple $100 worth of chickens? But that's the life sometimes.